And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, it's cup final weekend. Yes, we're at that time of year already. Liverpool going to be taking on Chelsea in the Carabo Cup final at Wembley. Absolutely buzzing, and as stated, I can't believe how quick this season actually is going, and a chance, as I said, to get the first trophy of the campaign. Liverpool are still in all competitions as things stand at this moment in time, and there's a real sort of sense of belief at this moment in time it could be a real successful season for Liverpool to give the boss a send-off that he deserves. Now, it's been well documented, of course, our kind of injury crisis going into this game against Chelsea, but one thing you do have to remember, Liverpool fans, is that Pochettino was the former Spurs manager. He's still not left that Spursiness behind him, and as stated, guys, I think that guy is allergic to trophies. I think he only just won Liga whilst out against Paris Saint-Germain. So looking at Jurgen Klopp, we can't have Pochettino nick a trophy off Klopp now, can we? But as stated, guys, ahead of this one, there is a lot of stuff, some massive news to go over ahead of the clash in a fair different few bits and pieces. So yeah, let's go over them one by one. At first, let's go through the possible lineup for the cup final. Yes, Liverpool's lineup versus Chelsea on Sunday looks like being a straightforward selection due to Jurgen Klopp having such limited options. As stated, the Reds travelled down to Wembley on Saturday ahead of the Carabo Cup final, with Klopp left sweating over the fitness of key trio Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez and Dominic Szoboszlai. Darwin and Mo, we have to really see. We have 2 more days, said assistant Pep Lijnders on Friday morning. We'll check to see if they can be there. It would be great, to be honest. It certainly would, but even if any of the trio are available, it seems unlikely there'd be risks from the start, especially with the potential of extra time again. With that in mind, the Liverpool team pretty much picks itself, with only one real decision facing Jurgen Klopp, that whether to start Joe Gomez or Andy Robertson at left back. That Robertson was on the bench in midweek likely indicates that he was rested ahead of Sunday, so he looks set to start. Although it could be argued alternatively that with the potential for extra time, it would be better to start Gomez and then bring on Robertson late on to replace Conor Bradley, what was done in the comeback win against Luton. The only other change we will probably see is Ibra Konate come in for Jarell Quansah at the centre of defence. Beyond that, the selection, Klopp's hands are completely tied. The midfield will surely be Wataru Endo, Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch, with Harvey Elliott remaining on the right hand side of the front three alongside Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz. So yeah, as stated, this is my predicted 11 for the final. Kelleher in goal, Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Endo, McAllister, Gravenberch, Elliott, Gakpo and then Diaz. Liverpool's bench against Luton featured 5 players who have never started a league game, and if none of Salah, Núñez or Szoboszlai are available, it will be an extremely inexperienced group of options Klopp could call on to change the game. 16-year-old Trey Nyoni would likely be one from drop the squad if any of the trio do become available. So yeah, guys, that is my possible starting 11 ahead of this one, and I do think the starting 11 actually is enough to go on and beat Chelsea. I really do. And as I stated, I don't think they're the finished article by any means. If you look at their current run of form recently, very much Trafford-like formation. Whilst we did have a different, more stronger squad in the last game against them, I do believe we still have enough to go and beat out there and put up a proper performance against them once again. Their most recent form is as follows. Drawing to Manchester City, of course, in their last game out. Then they had 2 wins on the bounce against Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. Prior to that, they did lose to Wolverhampton Wanderers 4-2. Then, of course, lost to us 4-1. In the Premier League table, whilst it's a cup final, form does kind of go out the window, if you like. But they do currently sit 10th in the table. And this is what I'm saying. We can't have this mob take a trophy of us. They are absolutely rank rotten, if I have to be perfectly honest with you. So, here's hoping that they don't come up with the trumps, and has stated hopefully our injury crisis isn't too much of a problem going into this match, and as stated, hopefully we have enough, which I do believe we have enough to go on and win the title. Now, in other news, Liverpool will return to the United States this summer for a pre-season tour where they'll face both Manchester United and Arsenal. For the first time since 2019, Liverpool will return to the US to prepare for the 2024-2025 season, and this time they will visit both Philadelphia and South Carolina. First up, the Reds will come up against Arsenal Arsenal at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia on July 31st, followed by a clash against Manchester United at the Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina on August 3rd. Liverpool will of course have a new manager to oversee preparations for the upcoming campaign after Jurgen Klopp announced this season would be his last at Anfield. With the Euros and the Copa America taking place over the summer, Liverpool will likely have a number of players reporting late for pre-season. We are proud to announce our highly anticipated return to the USA, providing a great environment for the squad to prepare for the season ahead, said Ben Latty, the club's commercial director. Pre-season tour always presents exceptional opportunities for our supporters, the team and our official partners to engage in memorable experiences within a key focus market for the club. We know millions of super passionate American fans love this club and what we stand for, a fact underlined when our televised game with Arsenal in December became the most watched Premier League game in US history. The USA is an important market for the club and our partners, with 67 official supporters clubs, international academies across 12 states, and the USA being the #1 international market for our merchandising business. We eagerly await the opportunity to bring the club closer to the fans and look forward to playing at these iconic venues. A pre-sale code will be available for official members, season ticket holders, official supporter clubs, hospitality members and international academies, with tickets coming on sale on February 26th. The new season kicks off on August 17th, meaning the tour of the USA comes just over a fortnight before the Premier League opener. So very, very exciting there, of course, that Liverpool will be returning back to the United States again this summer, and a summer of a very, very busy summer. Of course, the club will have a new director of football, the club will have a new manager, new assistant manager, and all these kind of things, whilst also players will be away competing with their countries for the Euros or the Copa America, depending on which one suits them best. And then, of course, we will probably be making a fair few additions to the squad this summer as well. And then, further to that, going on pre-season in America. So it is looking like a very, very busy summer for the Reds indeed. And as stated, now we're starting to see the dates now for this American tour as well, which is good to see. But our full focus as a channel at this moment in time, and myself, is tomorrow on that cup final against Chelsea, and hopefully at the end of that game, we're sitting with smiles on our faces with one trophy ticked off of the list. So here's hoping the boys can do it. But Liverpool fans, that does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And most importantly, let me know your score predictions for the Chelsea game down there in the comment section below. As stated, that brings us to the end of today's video. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.